the Mystery Shack, gentlemen. What can I get you? Keychains? Snow globes? These rare photos of American presidents?
This is Gravity Falls.
Flip-a-dip-dip. Gravity Falls has this secret dark side.
A small town in Oregon where preteen twins, Dipper and Mabel Pines... Wait. Time, baby. What are you doing here? No!
Move out of the way. You're ridiculous. They already know all of this. Don't you? You know about the codes, the ciphers, and the clues.
It's just my personal box of mysterious secrets. Oh, goodbye forever!
Well, this is getting weird.
Don't you think that's the mystery behind Gravity Falls?
This town has secrets you couldn't begin to comprehend.
That makes me laugh. And drool a little bit, and maybe I need a new diaper. The point is, there is so much more to Gravity Falls than you ever imagined.
So, would you mind if I ask you a couple billion questions about Gravity Falls?
And how do I know? Well, because I'm a multi-dimensional overlord. But I also have access to the other side. I have Alex Hirsch, the creator, trapped in a room, and I will force him to share the inner workings of his mind.
Have you come to steal my eyes?
I don't know what to say. I have so many questions. I think I'm going to throw up.
I'm never going to reveal these secrets, guys. You can't make me. Time Baby, if Time Baby's ever trying to fight you, just leave the room. He doesn't have object permanence. He'll think you're not there anymore.
Quit stalling, Alex. This show isn't about me. Reveal your secrets.
Time Baby is a big dumb baby.
I am not.
What are you gonna do, Time Baby? Huh? You gonna zap me?
Enough!
I'd say if you're rewatching the series all over again, pay particular attention to the backgrounds.
Maybe there's nothing creepy going on in this room.
In Gideon Rises, we see a flashback of the hand of the unknown author writing the journals. We see a skull, we see a polished desk, but we also see a bit of a rainbow reflection. A really keen-eyed fan might notice that inside the secret room in Carpet Diem, there is a triangular glass prism that's casting a rainbow reflection. It's a subtle way to let you know that that room belonged to the author. I don't think anyone's actually ever figured that one out yet.
This old shack is full of weird secrets.
Dipper is based on my memory of how it felt to be a kid.
Holy mackerel!
When I was around Dipper's age, I would record myself and play it backwards. I tried to learn to speak backwards.
Dipper Pine. I knew it! It's mind control after all.
I didn't have a lot of friends.
Time Baby is not surprised.
Time Baby doesn't know as much as he thinks he knows.
I know all there is to know.
When I was in middle school, I was in a class with a kid who had, no fault of his own, some really unusual acne. Every day was a little different.
Show me, show me.
So I would sort of chart the constellations from my sketchbook, and I remember one day he had a perfect Big Dipper, the exact right dots on his forehead.
That's how you got your nickname. I thought your parents just hated you or something.
Reveal his first name.
I can't say it.
It begins with a D and ends with an ipper.
My name is Dopper.
And Roderick?
Actually...
You, dear boy.
Confirm.
No.
Now.
I think Time Baby needs a nap.
Your face needs a nap.
Dipper and Mabel's first names have a similarity, but I will not tell you what that similarity is.
Mystery twins?
I thought you hated that.
I'm starting to accept it.
Fine, let's move on to Mabel.
Beep, bop, boop.
She is a simple creature with nothing to hide.
Quack, quack, quack.
Mabel?
Every time she's not on camera in an episode, she's off knitting the next week's sweaters. Mabel is inspired by my twin sister, specifically the way she acted in elementary school.
Boom! A million slap facelets!
In, I think, 6th grade, it finally happened where, like, my sister grew taller than me.
She's got exactly 1 millimeter on you.
The next year, I just, like, doubled in height.
Alpha twin! Alpha twin!
I am the alpha twin now, if you ask me.
Ah, the pool. of summer enchantment.
Yeah, nothing like sitting in a moist tub with strangers. It's like the bus, but wet.
Grunkle Stan is based on my grandpa Stan.
Stan certainly has secrets.
Sweet Sally.
Share them.
Get you on the rewind.
If you're rewatching the series, watch closely how Stan talks about family.
Today we're gonna have some real family fun. Now, who wants to put on some blindfolds and get into my car?
Yay!
Thinks about family,
You had me at shut up, old man.
and it will make a lot more sense. You'll notice that some of the puzzle pieces have fit together.
Don't worry about what's in the basement. You belong up here with me and Mabel.
Yeah.
Now that we know Grunkle Stan is a twin brother, when you watch an episode like Headhunters,
You need anything? I love this guy. Don't you go nowhere.
you see how distraught he is that a wax double of him gets destroyed. You might understand the psychology there a little bit better.
Oh, Wax Stan, he's been murdered.
Interesting, but we must continue forward.
Don't you want to learn some Seuss secrets?
Seuss is definitely one of my favorite characters to voice.
I ate a man alive tonight.
One of our writers, Jeff, he kind of speaks in weird, made-up hip-hop terms. And Seuss starts saying those kinds of things.
You stay out of this, Dippy Fresh.
Dippy Fresh didn't do anything to you, dog. Say, girl, dude. What's up, Hambone?
Explain where this Seuss came from.
Seuss was inspired by someone I went to college with, this guy, Jesus Chambreau.
I'm great at fixing stuff, playing video games, having a sort of mustache.
He was kind of a mystery, but he was always in the computer lab, and he always wanted to help you.
Handyman of the apocalypse, at your service.
He would see you and just be like, hey, dude, you need help with the printer? He'd be like, no, I'm good. He'd be like, I'm going to help you fix the printer.
I should have thought of this years ago.
Oh, whoops, I broke the printer. Hey, you want my help fixing the printer that I just broke?
Help, I'm trapped in the game.
He was always causing and solving problems.
Don't lose your cameras.
Wait, lose the cameras?
Don't!
Dude, I just threw 2 away.
But it always came from the most sincere place.
My wisdom is both a blessing and a curse.
I make the rules, sucker. Boosh!
Everyone poured the coolest person they knew into a pot, and Wendy was bored.
Boosh!
You put all this stuff up here?
I may or may not sneak up here during work, all the time, every day.
Wendy, you're the coolest person I know.
I know, dude. Tell me about it later.
Alex, what about the other characters? Commencing lightning round. You have 60 seconds.
Lazy Susan, she used to have 2 functioning eyes until a science experiment zapped one of them.
Ah! My eye!
I don't think the guy I named Deputy Durland after knows that there's a cartoon show with his name in it. Hopefully he never finds out. Sorry, Durland, if you ever discover this. Toby Determined is days away from giving up on everything.
Your microphone's a turkey baster, Toby.
It certainly is.
Next question.
Time Baby is easily distracted by jingling keys. Little weakness.
No, I'm not.
Preston runs a mud flap factory, and his wife was Miss Mud Flap 85 or whatever, and he just decided, she is gorgeous.
Tonight we will enjoy only the finest of tastes and only the snootiest of laughter. That's the ticket.
So Pacifica is secretly of mud flap blood.
I need your help.
You're the worst.
Lightning round complete.
Gideon's a villain.
Mother.
There was a lot of brainstorming about what he might be like, in particular, what his design was and what was going on with his hair.
One of those infernal gummy koalas has gotten into my perfect hair!
We gave him big hair with the thought that maybe there would be a malformed second twin that Gideon hid with his hair, that maybe Gideon had a twin as well.
No! That's the hair!
I don't think there is anymore.
Reality is an illusion. The universe is a hologram. Bye, Gold. Bye!
He is a danger to our universe. His name must not be mentioned, Alex.
Bill,
Seriously?
when we came up with him, was 100% inspired by the idea of what if I took the triangle from the back of the dollar bill, dressed him up with the top hat and stupid little arms and legs, and named him Bill after the dollar.
But you can call me your new lord and master for all of eternity!
He actually was originally going to be green. One of our artists said, no, he looks kind of weird. He looks like a leaf. So we made him yellow.
And now he looks like a nacho.
There's a lot of things like that where a simple design actually has a greater significance. In the episode Dreamscapers, we see that Mabel is wearing a sunset sweater. That is meant to symbolize the descent from our storytelling from a brighter story to a darker story. and we set up the two-parter with Gideon's takeover of the town.
Once I find the final journal, I'll rule this town with you as my queen!
In the original plot for Dreamscapers, we imagined that Bill was going to enter all the characters' dreams, and we were going to see inside Seuss's mind, and we were going to see inside Mabel's mind. We simplified the story to Stan's mind, but a lot of the ideas for Mabel Land came from that alternate idea. Also, in the episode, we introduced Bill for the first time.
Oh, Gravity Falls, it is good to be back. And I take it you're some kind of living ventriloquist dummy?
Bill's a real bad guy.
Oh, snap.
We now return to The Duchess Approves, starring Sturley Stemble-Burgess as the Duchess and Grampton St. Rumterfrabble as irascible coxswain Sandra Blugget Hampter Fuppenshire.
Forget it. I'm using a time wish.
I always thought that if I was to make a TV show, how great would it be if I made it full of all those crazy backwards messages and secret codes and puzzles that if there was any kid out there as weird as me, they would actually find the thing they were looking for. Fans are a million times smarter than I am. I have learned that the hard way. And so season 2, we said, yes, let's up the ante. Let's have a code that's harder to crack. Woo! Let's have a code word that is hidden.
Probably just the janitor kissing that whack settler woman again.
Oof! Remind me to erase that from my memory.
So be it.
Probably the best hidden code we've ever had was in the episode The Love God. Dipper and Mabel are running through a crowded festival, and the letters are spaced out in the background. They're so spread out, I didn't think anyone would ever be able to find them. Sure enough, 10 minutes after the episode aired, somebody had cracked it.
It only took me 15 seconds.
The other thing we did this season that we didn't do in season 1 is at the very end of the episode, there's a flash, and you see a single frame of one larger puzzle. And that was all leading up to the big reveal of Stan's twin brother.
That's the big twist we were waiting for.
What a rip-off! I predicted that like a year ago.
There's a lot of things in a show that you just can't help it that just slip in.
I've come this far. Who could possibly catch me now?
In Society of the Blind Eye, Stan is working on the portal and a piece of debris bangs his hand. We see him bandaging his hand up. And then in the next few episodes, he still has that bandage on his hand.
Folk music! It's the Woodstick Festival!
It took a while before we got to the big answer about what the portal was. Stan's bandage on his hand was a way to show, don't worry, it's still happening. We haven't forgotten. These stories are connected. There's a lot of things like that where something will change and stay changed for the rest of the series.
Bigger.
Too big! This is some kind of magic-y thing, isn't it?
Zeus, look! A real dinosaur tooth? There's something huge going on right under our noses. Puma's shirt, Panther's shirt. Puma's shirt, Panther's shirt.
Tambry sends me the craziest text.
Each audience member gets to be Dipper and have a mystery to uncover.
In this town, anything is possible.
And not what he seems, Mabel's wearing a key.
Our Grunkle Stan might shoplift the occasional tangerine, but he's not some evil supervillain.
This is because Mabel herself is ultimately the key to unlocking the portal.
Look into my eyes, Mabel! You really think I'm a bad guy?
He's lying!
Shut it down now! Mabel, please!
10, 9.
It's time for Wheel of Secrets.
That red stuff on Norman's mouth, is it blood or is it jam? It really is jam. The gnomes recently had their gnome queen die, and as part of her funeral ceremony, they were all eating bereavement jam.
This is normal.
Originally, the multi-bear was going to be called the Bear Bear, and we specifically wanted a line where Dipper could say, "There, there, Bear Bear."
Oh, that's a multi-bear.
We have a reason that Blendon is bald. When he time travels, oftentimes he does it poorly and catches on fire. He has to slap himself and say, "Oh, pat down." He's burned off all his hair from botched time traveling.
I don't know if it's some kind of paradox or if I'm just really tired.
We ended up writing a song for McGucket where he sings about the Gobblewonker and how it's real and how it's gonna get you. And then we learned two things. One, the song was too long. Two, McGucket's a terrible singer.
That's probably why I live in the dump.
In A Tale of Two Stans, you see that Stan's science fair project that failed in high school was a football robot called Footbot. This is apparently a dream he has had for a very long time, and it's a very dumb dream.
You didn't win anything.
One secret about the show that not a lot of people know is that some names of incidental characters or side characters that don't really matter in the show,
Hey, I'm Gabe Benson, y'all.
This is Lee and Nate.
a number of them are based on boys my sister had a crush on in middle school and elementary school.
Awesome comeback, Mabel.
Don't treat me like a child, Zyler.
She called me up and she's like, what is that guy's name doing in there? I was like, don't worry, I won't tell anybody. So please don't tell anybody. My sister loved not just one boy band, not just two boy bands, but every boy band that was a ripoff of the other boy band.
Hey, Dipper. Hey, Dipper.
Hey, Dipper.
Hey, Dipper. Hey, Dipper.
And she had a poster for all of them on her wall.
Whoa, is that true, Mabel Dog?
How is there enough room in your heart to be obsessed with this many boy bands?
I love you, Dave Chris.
He was talking to me.
A lot of the show is us making fun of each other or our friends or our siblings.
Show me the object of ridicule.
When Mabel does the smile dip and she's on this crazy sugar trip,
Would you like to eat my candy paws?
and she's riding this dolphin and says,
Onward, Zayoshima.
now I go to Comic-Con and 100 kids chant, Onward Zayoshima to me, having no idea that that's just the name of our director, John Aoshima.
I am charmed by your sense of humor.
Mermando is voiced by Matt Chapman, one of our writers, who does many voices on the show. He's many of the members of several times.
But he keeps us in cages. That junk is straight brutal, girl.
He is the Austrian prince,
There's something about you. I can't get you out of my head. You're so bold and confident.
and he is Abuelita.
I vacuumed the walls now.
Chandra Jimenez, a real reporter.
One thing I can tell you about Chandra is that her name is inspired by one of our background artists, Sean Jimenez.
I'm Chandra Jimenez, and I ate a rat for dinner.
Something that not everyone might know about Agent Powers is that he is voiced by Nick Offerman,
If you have evidence of these claims, we should talk.
who is a hilarious comedian.
I was born with a rare disorder that makes me physically incapable of experiencing humor.
I can confirm. Not funny.
Something people might not know about Agent Trigger, his sort of cheekbones and chin were kind of modeled after one of our writers, Jeff Rowe, who is the most attractive man in our writer's room.
We survived. Barely. I used Trigger as a human shield.
And in case you didn't notice, they've been watching the twins the whole time. What about the Lammy dance, Alex? That was you, wasn't it?
Now is not the time to talk about the Lammy dance.
One of our writers, Michael Rianda, his sister, when he was a child, dressed him up as a lamb and made him do a dance. A lot of people think that was me.
Who wants a lammy, lammy, lammy? I do.
Fortunately, it was not. That specifically comes from his traumatic childhood memory. So it's like all the writers have a secret sort of personality trait that sneaks into the show.
Putting a rainbow wig on a big white gorilla, singing the drive-in song. Headlights are out, can't really see where I'm going.
That's just something I do. Like if I'm looking for my keys, I'll just be like, where are my keys? I'm losing my mind. Where'd they go?
Walk into my car.
Time is running out, Alex. Tell them more.
USA! 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 USA!
Chanting, I think, would happen a lot in the writer's room. Michael Rianda, if it would be lunchtime, he would do lunchtime. I think he did the first chant that ever appeared in the episode, which was all the teens going, Thompson, Thompson. It's just an obnoxious thing to do, and once you get used to it, you can't stop. There's plenty of little cameos of mine in the show where my face will show up. People assume that that's like me, like, oh, haha, get this, like a little ego boost. The crew likes to make fun of me. And whenever they put my face in the show, that's their way of doing it.
Dear Mom and Dad, we've been in Gravity Falls for a few months and so much has happened.
Ultimately, Gravity Falls isn't just about codes and Easter eggs, it's about characters.
You need an amiable sidekick with a pickup truck?
You know I do.
I know who my family is now. And it's you dudes.
Somebody's in love.
I never even got a chance to tell you. I'm like in love with you, Wendy.
I always kind of knew.
Everything I've worked for, everything I care about, it's all for this family.
One of these days, you and me are gonna sail away from this dumb town. When the summer's over, you give me my house back, you give me my name back, and this Mystery Shack junk is over forever.
I guess I didn't realize it was already our last one.
Look, things aren't gonna stay frozen this way. It's part of growing up. Things change. Summer ends.
This summer, I've seen some amazing things, but nothing as amazing as you and your sister.
Told me there was no one in Gravity Falls I could trust. But when you battle 100 gnomes side by side with someone, you realize that they've probably always got your back.
I mean, who would sacrifice everything they've worked for just for their dumb sibling?
Don't worry, bro. Wherever we go together.
I don't know what's gonna happen in the future, but whatever it is, you don't have to fear because we'll do it together.
Is there no one who will save the people of this town?
Let's beat Bill and grow up together.
Let's get him, dudes.
And the biggest secrets are yet to be revealed.
Get it! Get it! Get it! Get it! Get it! Get him! Get him! Got it!
You guys aren't actually going to put this on TV, are you? All right, I'm done here.
Oh!